It's aliens. What's up, guys? There's a video right now circulating all over social media. The video's going viral. It's a couple and their kid seeing a UFO in Arizona. Let's take a look.
Light, and then there's a big bright light.
They're absorbing around it. I know, Allah.
Where? The one that's...
Bro, I'm telling you, that shit... There was a shit ton of fucking lights right now lit up. It's just fucking hovering there.
That white thing on it, though? That white dog?
There's no fucking way, bro.
And what's funny is that we're all seeing this right now, this video, and I feel like we've all seen something like this in the sky before.
It's getting brighter.
It seems to be happening more and more often that we're seeing these type of things in the sky. There was a time where when people had these UFO experiences and they saw these things firsthand, it seemed to happen in more remote areas like a forest, where you're basically telling people what you saw. But nowadays, these things are happening all over major cities where more people are seeing these things like all at the same time. When back in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, when there was a UFO sighting and some type of encounter, it was usually like one person or like a couple reporting what they saw. But now these things are appearing right over, public places for lots of people to see it all at once. So it makes me believe that we might be at a time right now that if these extraterrestrials do exist and what we are seeing are UFOs, then most likely these extraterrestrials are aware of the technology that we have. They know that when we film a star, when we film a craft, whatever it is in the sky, the camera becomes blurred. We don't have the technology on our phones right now to be able to capture something, crystal clear from these distances. So you kind of see these like blaring lights and we're not really sure what to make of it. Now, when I watch this Arizona UFO sighting that recently happened, it also makes me remember the one that came out about a year ago where there was an alien in the backyard that a couple recorded. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this video, but I'm going to drop it right here.
Remember that family in Las Vegas that claimed a UFO landed in their backyard and say they saw an alien? Well, if they decide to come back, the police want to have more evidence. They set up cameras in the yard of the family who made the original 911 call. Sources close to the investigation said they do not believe the call was a hoax.
These kids said that they had a creature in their backyard. It also happened in Arizona, which is very, strange. I mean, both encounters, if you look at the video, it almost looks like it could be in the same neighborhood, honestly. Both sightings happened in the same place. So, you got to think is like Arizona is the place, one of the places in the world where these creatures, these UFO sightings should be happening. I mean, when we think of Area 51, that's, the main spot where we believe that all these extraterrestrials are being held, or at least these reverse engineering of these crafts are happening. So it makes entire sense that this is where we would be seeing these objects in the sky. If you were an extraterrestrial and you knew that this is where on Earth, or at least one of the places on Earth, that they're doing the research about you, the extraterrestrial, I'm sure that's where you're going to be making your presence. That's where you're going to be keeping your eye on. So guys, I don't really know what to think of this one. I think that if you look at both videos, it almost looks like the same neighborhood. I'm not saying that they are the same neighborhood. I'm just saying that they're happening in the same place where people can all see these things in the sky at once. And this is kind of the first time in American history when it comes to extraterrestrials visiting us that we're firsthand able to all see these things at the same time. It's very rarely, since maybe the Northern Lights, or not the Northern Lights, what was it called? The Phoenix Lights. When the Phoenix Lights appeared in the 90s, that was like the first time that we all saw these crafts at once, and we were all able to film the same thing and share the same story, when before that it was just like little folk tales of what people were seeing. And now we're at the time where these things are starting to appear more than ever over neighborhoods. I mean, is this a sign that we are getting closer and closer to disclosure. You got to think that if disclosure is coming, it might not come from our politicians, from our government. It might just come from these extraterrestrials themselves saying, now's the time. We've been warming you up for a long time. And now we're starting to appear from a distance over your neighborhoods, over your schools, over your federal buildings, whatever. They're starting to appear, and more people are starting to get more comfortable with thinking about extraterrestrials than ever before. So let me know what you guys think of this video. I do think it's weird that you have this new sighting happening over a neighborhood, and then you go back to last year, right back in Nevada, where there was another UFO sighting that even made the news and it was all over the place. So let me know what you guys have to think about this one.